Here we are for BJ Simmons. In a game that should be, there's our crew right there. I mean, Mr. Brad Nessler, Kirk Herbstreit, Lee Corso before the dementia. We're here in NIU, Northern Illinois University, Iowa Hawkeyes regional broadcast. Because I mean, who the fuck would really want to watch this game besides some really drunk, corn-fed motherfuckers? Should be interesting. It's the first start for BJ Simmons going up against his team is undefeated right now, 0-0. They're also winless, but hey, we got a D tackle. I wouldn't necessarily say that this dude's a huge beast. He's not a Glenn Dorsey like you see with LSU. But who's he gonna pick? It's gonna be Iowa. I mean, let's be honest. That's what you're thinking coming into this one. First start for BJ Simmons. Should be interesting to see how he can handle the pressure, dealing with this first game of his entire career, going on the road. It's not the best, not the top notch of teams in their own conference. Iowa isn't. So in itself, it should be a guaranteed win. First pass of his entire career, though, fucking picked off. BJ Simmons gets picked off, and well, this shit starts hitting the fan right here. Right there, got 2 yards on that one, and then there you go. Nice little caught pass, but unfortunately, no touchdown. This offense looked like shit, honestly. But not a shit has that pass picked off by cornerback number 13. He's going to take it to the house. Iowa really, really in need of a touchdown right there. And, no better way than you know what I mean? You know what's funny about this? Every time you used to play, make a big play, it seemed like you fucking were setting records every goddamn year. You felt like you had the most badass team in the Guinness Book of World Records, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, just because you make interceptions. And a beautiful pass to the top pass catcher on this team, tight end number 81. Ooh, I can't tell you how many yards, 70 or so. But either way, terrible defense by Mr. Strong, safety number 36. And here we go. BJ Simmons gets absolutely drilled. And unfortunately so, number 69, it doesn't matter if you flipped him over, his elbow would still be fucked. He's out for the game. I was sitting there saying about freshman injuries and stuff like that. No Colt McCoy type shit. And then bam. I jinxed it. I jinxed Mr. BJ. But fortunately, no. Keeping it up 21-14. And then there you go. What seemed like a pick six. But fortunately enough, ends up stopping that, but it's not going to stop the momentum of this offense. As the quarterback, just kidding. That's going to be a fucking pick six. And I will actually say that I was making fun of breaking a bunch of records because their default records are shite on NCAA. That's a fucking record. That's like 105 yards for an interception return for a touchdown. So we're up by 2 possessions. Twice your score, 28-14. And, well, when you're playing defense like that, I mean, come on, man. Holy fuck. Cannot be giving up touchdowns like that. This NIU team came to play. And they didn't look amazing by any stretch of the imagination. But, hey, all you have to do in a shit show is just smell a little bit less than the other team. And speaking of, there you go, tying the game up just like that. Just as quick and easy as seeing a touchdown pass and 2 pick sixes. This game's back to 28 all, and then another interception right there. Iowa well on their way to try to declare dominance, and then bam. What the fuck was this? Broken tackle by wide receiver number 17. You let a white guy who plays in the fucking MAC get that touchdown on a black dude in the fucking Big Ten. And then speaking of just big, giant Big Ten turds, fumbling the ball when it mattered most, down by already a touchdown, it seemed like. And then, unfortunately, so breaking those blocks. But it's just not good enough. And here we go, pass in. And there you go, a fucking fumble. You're not, look at this. My God. 40-28. Now it's about to go up by 15. At least we'll have a bright spot this way. I mean, what a shitty way to start a career. You get injured, you're watching your team just disintegrate underneath you, except for, you know, the white wide receiver for Iowa. I mean, a lot of white wide receivers getting shit done in this game. And, well, speaking of not getting shit done, just not a good onside kick. And, it's going to be game. It's going to be game. Walk in, 90th best team in the country. If you ask me, you could say 30th to last on worst, 30th to worst team in the country. And you're going to be heading over, and you're not going to, you know, say he scored 35 points. I mean, no. Scored 21, and those were just on some long plays at best, and scoring 2 pick sixes. You should win this game. But you know what? That's what you fucking get. Absolute shit show. BJ Simmons has to show up next week against Syracuse. My God, I mean, if we're gonna lose to Syracuse, we might have to transfer. I mean, or you know, just fight our way through. But what fun is that? You don't want to fight your way through in Iowa, folks. You'll end up a fucking farmer with a family of 8 and a wife that you stopped looking at attracted to by the age of 35. There's no part of that you want whatsoever. And speaking of no part of this, you don't want any part of this loss. And what do you know? Lee Corso, maybe his dementia started right here in NCAA 2008. End of the game. 0-1 now to start off the season after the first career for BJ Simmons. Yeah, there he goes, fucking quarterback. You had a shit game, bro. Don't fucking try to celebrate that shit. Fuck you. Jesus. Before Jordan Lynch made his way into fucking NIU, that quarterback, he was like basically, I felt like that dude was, what's his face? Quarterback for the Saints now. He's like Taysom Hill before Taysom Hill came in and played way better about it. But oh yeah, so sororities involved. Really appreciated your judging of the contest. Lucky bastard. Can I tell you how jealous I am? That's what the fucking thing said. But playing Syracuse, we will be at home. Syracuse, for the love of God, next week against Iowa State. That'll be a rivalry game to kick it off. And then Big Ten play kicks off. You need those 2 straight wins. BJ needs this. BJ needs to stop sucking. Next time, fellas, take it easy and be grateful.